Ayurveda Science of Aging Part -2. Trigger of Aging Phenomenon Dash. There is no one single cause or trigger of the aging phenomenon. 1. At the cellular level, changes that contribute to aging include reduction in stem cell proliferation in a number of tissues, accumulation of toxic protein aggregates and free radicals, accumulation of senescent cells that trigger inflammation and impairment in mitochondrial function. 2. At the genomic level, accumulation of mutations in DNA together with faulty DNA repair processes and telomere shortening are all associated with early signs of aging. 3. Several researchers believe that a combination of several of these factors may contribute to aging. Theories of aging include but are not limited to A. Genetic theory of aging. B. Damage or error theory. C. Dilman's neuroendocrine theory. D. DNA damage theory. E. Free radical damage theory. F. Gene mutations. G. Cell division's telomere shortening. H. Cellular senescence and I. Antagonistic pleiotropy. 4. Some of these causes may appear non-specific with regard to suitable interventions, because it is unclear which among them is more amenable to pharmacological intervention in order to reverse the aging process. Overall aging. Factors that promote biological aging. Dash. While aging in itself is inevitable, there are ways to reduce or delay the pathological effects of aging. This involves looking at strategies to combat aging both at the cellular and/or genomic level and to see if any of the above-mentioned triggers of aging are amenable to suitable drug interventions. Researchers propose at least 7 highly intertwined processes that promote aging, thus providing a format for the identification of program mediators and therapeutic candidates. Deciphering these factors that are also responsible for age-associated diseases will be helpful in drug discovery efforts to decelerate aging. 1. Metabolism. Raise and restricted calories. Among these factors, one that has inspired a lot of excitement is metabolism, and researchers have been trying to understand why caloric restriction extends the lifespan in mice and other animals. Metabolizing fewer calories could result in reduced oxidative damage, or alternatively, absence of nutrients may trigger certain defense mechanisms that protect the body from decaying. Researchers have managed to identify several molecular pathways that govern metabolism. Modification of these pathways or their specific products through proper drug-based interventions could one day mimic the life-expanding effects of caloric restriction in humans without compromising on the food intake. 2. Reduce chronic inflammation of diseases. Another factor that is being thoroughly explored is the fallout from long-term chronic inflammation. While several age-associated diseases involve the inflammatory process, long-lived healthy individuals including centenarians are generally free from age-associated inflammatory process to fight infections and ward off short-term stress. Thus, we need to better understand the inflammatory process at a molecular level to see if drugs can be developed that specifically target the aberrant pathways. 3. Antioxidant. In addition, extension of lifespan in humans could also be achieved by lowering the rate of free radical-induced oxidative damage to tissues. Several experts are also developing strategies to combat multiple age-associated diseases at the same time. 4. Age's risk factor of chronic diseases. Aging is a major risk factor for most chronic diseases, and researchers agree that if we can address the issue of aging itself, we could potentially delay and diminish age-associated diseases all at once. Researchers are looking at slowing down aging with the premise that a drug targeting the aging process will not only slow down aging but will also delay age-associated pathologies and diseases. This approach is very attractive as researchers do not need to discover drugs to combat specific age-associated conditions like cancer, diabetes, or dementia, but instead treat the aging process itself. Therapies for a successful health span. 1. Antioxidant supplement. The free radical theory of aging suggests that antioxidant supplements, such as vitamin C, vitamin E, Q10 lipoic acid, carnosine, and N-acetylcysteine, might extend human life. However, despite several studies, it is not clear if beta-carotene supplements and high doses of vitamin E extend lifespan or increase mortality rates. 2. Drugs. The most promising drug to combat aging has been rapamycin, an immunosuppressant often used in organ transplants. In addition to lifespan extension, rapamycin has an unbelievably wide range of effects in mice, ranging from preventing Alzheimer's and cardiovascular disease to reducing cancer. 3. Calories restriction. Non-drug therapies that extend lifespan include calorie restriction, CR. CR also retards age-related chronic diseases in a variety of species, including rats, mice, fish, flies, worms, and yeast. The mechanism through which this occurs is unclear. 4. Body part replacement or generation of body part. Therapeutic cloning, body part replacement, and stem cell research could one day provide a way to generate cells, body parts, or even entire bodies that do not decay. Researchers have succeeded in growing artificial body parts in the lab, including nose, ears, tear ducts, bladders, and blood vessels from human stem cells. The use of human stem cells for the purpose of cultivating organs that can be transplanted into people is another attractive approach to combat age-associated organ decay. Question. How we can contact him? Answer. For further information or consultation, you can contact him through his book _Am of Life, Healthy Body Mind Spirit _, available in English and Hindi. Subscribe to his YouTube channel ID, ShashiPathriaHealing, with notification bell ringing for future new videos. Share to his videos to your contacts and YouTube community ID _ShashiPathriaHealing, his WhatsApp group ShashiPathriaHealing, and his Facebook group Spiritual Healing Body Mind Spirit _. For additional guidance for change your life with holistic and spiritual healing. Ayurvedic medicine digestion, gas and constipation. Reduce weight. Email shashipthria@pathriayurvedic.com or shashipthria@gmail.com. Call .9312834072.